And then there were just two. Two draws remain for both women and men here at the curling trials in Saskatoon.
'Cause I won't back down. No, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. Watch me take a bow. No, I won't back
In our home since last Saturday, SaskTel Center here in Saskatoon, where it's all happening. The men play just one draw today, and it was this afternoon. A couple of important games on the ice with Brad Jacobs against Kevin Cooey, both coming in at 4-1. And here is Jacobs in the 7th, the gold medal winner from Sochi. 14 makes this, scores 3 as he goes on to the win over Cooey. In another game, it was Mike McEwen against John Epping, both 3-2. You saw that red stone 4-foot. Well, Epping with his last flashed that stone, and that left this, the quiet hit 4-3. One missed shot by Epping, and it cost him as McEwen goes on to the win. So McEwen's a winner. Brad Gushue wins, big win for him. Brendan Botcher is playing spoiler. Canadian champion is out of it. And Brad Jacobs with a win over Cooey. Standings, ladies on the left. We only know Tracy Fleury is in. If you're at 5, you're out. Everyone else mathematically alive. Men, Brad Gushue, we only know he's in. Everyone down to Gunlickson still has a chance, but Botcher, Horgan, Dunstone eliminated. And on this Thursday evening, we do say hello, Canada. Welcome back to Saskatoon. Cheryl Russ alongside. So it is Rachel Homan against Kerri Einarson. Big game for Rachel Homan. A 5th would put her out. And, you know, you just don't know sometimes. Here she started off 0-2, now 2-4. Does she right now have the game? Not even to make the playoffs, but a possible tiebreaker.
I mean, runner-up at the last 3 Scotties, defending trials champions, you bet they've got game. But it's really been Rachel. She has struggled. She hasn't looked comfortable with the ice, and she needs to be comfortable and confident to feel good out there. But the 3 in front have been steady. You've got Joanne Courtney, the #1 lead in the field, and Rachel Homan's coming off her very best game. Win out and see where you land.
Yeah, the difficulty may be that the best is coming a little too late. When you're talking about Kerri Einarson, little girl with the curl, a little bad, a little good. What are we seeing tonight?
Both. You're really seeing both. I think you watched them play Jones yesterday afternoon, cough up a 6-point lead, actually was down 1. Then when you're sure you're written the Einarson off, they came back and somehow won that game with some brilliant shots. I see a shaky team sometimes. I see the Canadian 2-time champion sometimes. I think if they can figure out the ice early here, you're going to see the Canadian champions.
Very important game for Homan. Does not want a 5th. She'll be out. Or a 4th loss for Einarson. That's when we come back.
We know what it feels like to step on that ice and be Team Canada, so we know what it's going to take, and I'm expecting a really good game. We're going to need to bring our A in, that's for sure.
Trials is obviously one of the big ones that everyone dreams of winning, and everybody is playing their absolute best every game. We're just hoping that you're one of those 3 teams that are moving on at the end of the week.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Curling Trials are brought to you in part by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada, by BKT Tires and OK Tire, by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, and by Sponge Towels, made for real-life messes.
So it is Kerri Einarson and Rachel Homan on the ice, and we're playing on the outside sheet. We're playing on sheet D. Time to meet the teams now, and it's all brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. Team Einarson from the Gimli Curling Club. That's about an hour north of Winnipeg. Skipped by Carrie Einarson with Brianne Mayer, Shannon Burchard, and Val Sweeting. The Homan team hails from the Ottawa Curling Club with Rachel Homan, Joanne Courtney, Sarah Wilkes, and Emma Miscue. Homan has won the draw to the button, so she will have the last rock playing the Yellowstones. Einarson will play the red, and she's out with the brush down, settling in to get us underway on this Thursday night. The women just have 2 draws left, this one and one tomorrow afternoon. This is Brianne Mayer.
Well, all I can think about when I watch these two teams is the last 2 Scotties finals.
No
Just
kidding.
epic games.
Well, and Einarson in this game doesn't want to drop one. Homan can't either, and really all you can do is focus on this game. They've got one more tomorrow for Homan's team, and then you see what happens. I think McCarville could affect them that game.
Oh, the McCarville game tonight's massive. Yeah.
But you don't want to be looking over on that sheet.
The only team that is not playing tonight is Jennifer Jones. So their rest comes late in the week in the round robin. They are 5-2. All right, let's take a look at the keys to the game, and we will start with Carrie Einarson.
Well, we touched on it in the opening, no doubt, Vic. Once in a while, you see the confidence disappear from this team, and then once in a while they don't. And so what they've got to do, it's no different than picking the right club and deciding in a golf shot. Make the decision, commit to it. And as far as conquering Courtney, Brianne Mayer, for some reasons, 11% at lead position. That's unheard of. 11% worse than Joanne Courtney. That has to change if they're going to win this game.
All right, the keys now for Rachel Homan.
Well, it's an odd number to see, but Rachel Homan's hits are only at 69%, and I think she relies on her hits a lot to solve her problems, and when they're not working, that could be an issue. So just believe in her own broom and follow the leader. You've got Joanne Courtney, #1 lead out there. She can set up these ends, and everybody else just follow behind.
The keys to the game are brought to you by Sponge Towels, paper towels made for real-life messes. Much better than we were this afternoon. If you weren't with us, we had real-life mess getting to the keys to the game.
Oh, Russ jumped the cue, and it was all a mess after that.
Heavier here.
Speaking of
14 or 13
mistakes, there's 2 of them. They swept the first rock into the ring so Holman could hit it. You want to sweep it farther into the rings because now Holman was able to be short. Now they play the come around and came up way light, which helps your opponent.
Line's good. Copy.
Definitely a little fresh down this spot, Cheryl.
Yeah, that's always the guess in the first end, the paths, who threw where in practice.
Val, if you can at the end. Val.
Around they go, and just to the tee line.
You guys want to go right to that? 14-2.
Edge of the button.
A lot of the way. Or that. Or the
run.
looks tough. Yeah, I kind of like that now.
I think we run. You like it?
Yeah, I like the run.
Crisscross.
Yeah.
I think that's the one thing with, Homan's team right now is maybe take it easy on getting yourself into some trouble for the first couple ends. Just settle in, give Rachel a couple simpler shots, and you build up that confidence, and then off you go after that.
Well, we know how the ice and stones can affect her, so you get comfortable, right? That's what you're suggesting. Sarah Wilkes, run it back, got it. Will open up the shot rock, leaves the just off center guard. Marcel Rock, the 4-time Canadian champion, is the coach. Second time around for him, as we say good evening to Kathy Gauthier. And in talking to him, he's accepting some of the responsibility for their poor play.
Well, we've talked to so many players who say they really haven't felt prepared because of the last year with the pandemic. And you add to that, Marcel had some illness in September and in August and was away from the team for about 2.5 months and feeling before the game like there's so many things more that he wanted to do with them that may have changed the start of the week. He does feel that they've got it together now. He talked about their numbers this morning in that game against Jennifer Jones that were very strong. And he doesn't know if it's too late, but he feels that the real Rachel Homan has arrived.
Yeah, he's been on leave, and he says he's feeling a lot better. He does look like, though, we've known him for a while, that He shows it, but he hasn't been feeling well. Hopes to get back to his culinary teaching in the new year, and so we wish him a speedy recovery. But it is true. I mean, he does admit that there's something at start, the loss, the straight ice, the rocks having no curl last Saturday really affected Rachel, and it's still in her head until really today.
You know, Russ and I were talking about it, and I think what is difficult as a skip, because the three in front are playing really well.
Yes.
I think when you do not have confidence in the ice, when you go to throw, the three in front believe your broom. They believe you put it down in the right spot, but you as a skip know you may not have put it down in the right spot, and that will sometimes allow you to play with a stone because you don't believe it's right.
And then Emma, in this case, doesn't know that you've softened the weight, for instance, to make it. And yeah, it can happen in a hurry, can't it?
It can, and it can compound, and it becomes, you know, it's tough at the skip position when you're not confident putting that broom down.
And the other thing, spoken as a coach, he said, look, if it was really that bad, we wouldn't be here, and we'd be one of those eliminated along with Kelsey Rock.
Right.
So we're still here, and he's hoping for a game like they had against Jennifer Jones.
Yeah, they've got, I mean, just win out and then see where you land.
Well, yeah, they can almost control their own destiny. There's 3 teams that have to drop back up 1, and they're playing 2 of them in Scheidegger and Einarson right now. So the one they have to hope for is McCarville to lose. And then they're back in it.
And that will be a tight game, McCarville and Walker.
Hard. Wow, whoa.
Oh, well done by Emma.
She couch it. She pulled out of her hand.
5 rock rule, 10 ends of play, have to play minimum of 8. 38 minutes thinking time. 2 90-second timeouts. Mayer. Boy, got right to the nose. Wow.
Yeah, they're making this look easy.
So you were talking about the other games on the ice, and there are some big ones. This tonight could really determine, shake out this field of 9. Rock could eliminate Harrison, can't afford a 5th. Walker cannot afford a 5th. Krista McCarville does, from Thunder Bay, have a little wiggle room. Tracy Fleury, we know, is already in. Casey Scheidegger at 3, and of course our game is on sheet D. And the real importance there is that Rachel Homan cannot afford another loss. Should add, if Fleury should win tonight, that she will clinch first place and that all-important bye to the final on Sunday.
Oh, that's massive.
Look out. Wasn't coming over.
They're trying to flat double there and just over curled it a bit.
Not a bad spot. They can't roll under. Yeah.
Good awareness there. Val's saying if you hit it dead on, they hit and roll behind the guard, their third shot.
Okay.
So the nose is the call here.
Okay. All right. You got it. Nine five. Hold it. Clean. 9-5. Get heavy. Yo. 9-5. 9. Whoa. 9. Sit. Okay. Good.
Not bad. That's all you can ask for. The force is on.
How do you get there? I think that's a little risky. Why don't we play this double and try to roll under the guard? Might be able to get shot.
Okay, I think up normal.
Okay.
I did ask
let go a hair
Marcel about something you suggested, that Rachel at times, the analogy I always think about is football. If a if the field is messy, you run the ball. That sometimes she doesn't play to the conditions, and she tries too hard when you just can't make draws that the like. Let's begin our updates. Fleury, Scheidegger, Kathy.
Casey was facing 2 on her final stone. She hit and stuck on the shot stone and is now shot. And so that gives the open hit to Tracy Fleury for 2.
You can clean. Good. Nice weight.
So that's a nice start when you're looking to clinch first place and a bye to the final. Gets a couple. Sarah Wilkes.
I don't know why they didn't just draw around the guard.
Well, Dave, funny you say that because you heard
Rachel,
she wanted to do
she
that.
She did, and Emma talked her out of it.
Absolutely.
No, I think they wanted to draw to the back one, wasn't it? No?
Yeah, I thought they were playing around the guard.
But yeah, why not? Right? Sure, it's fairly long, but you poke it out on the left-hand side a bit.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Yeah, funny call.
Good idea, this draw line here.
Do you guys like just going, biting the 8-putt?
Okay. Okay, like so
that?
wide
You
open
want to
or?
make it really good.
I don't mind making a good one.
Okay.
14-3 is.
Maybe a little less, though. Take your ice. We'll make it really good.
We'll go right in.
Yeah,
Okay.
you were going to be forced. You weren't making a triple there.
14-3 was
Nope.
golf.
And Emma kind of said, let's make the double and roll. I think what Emma thought is they were going to be able to roll behind that guard, that center guard, which could have been a good outcome. It just didn't work out. Now Carrie sinks this one, and you're a tough shot on your last.
Same as Val, maybe a hair more.
We don't need.
Top 8. Coming eight.
Top 4. Top
Carrie
8.
Anderson, the back-to-back Scotties winner, both times
Close. Top
over
4.
Rachel Homan.
Top 4.
And of course, the Canadian
You go now. But be
mixed
careful. Sliding.
doubles champion with Brad Gouju. It was quite the eventful bubble in Calgary to stay there. And she draws behind cover. Shows a little bit now on that out-turn side.
Really nice first end.
Good carrot.
Draw top 4 and right behind the guard.
Perfect.
Well, that was 14 to see.
Okay.
Shoot for top 4 and then go at the end.
14 seconds to tee, first end. That's beautiful surface.
This is the line that Joe and I threw in practice.
Okay. What are you thinking for speed?
I think like 3 more feet than drop her hand.
I like that.
Right on the tee.
I'll keep it there.
That hammer efficiency referring to the fact when you have last draw,
Mine's good. We close.
getting at
Very
least
now.
2.
A little too much. Mine's great. 7, 8, curl. Curl.
Oh, just judge it.
Curl.
Close.
Mine's okay.
Should slow down here.
Hard. Push.
One more time, Wilkes.
Hard, Sarah. Hard.
Wilkes out in front of that stone. Courtney trying to carry.
Hard. Keep going. Keep
Oh,
going.
they might have a beauty here.
Good shot. Great. Good.
And
I think it's yellow.
Oh, I think it's yellow
I think it is yellow, actually.
by a sliver.
Yep.
Assisted by Joanne Courtney.
Boy, that came down hard.
Yeah, it looked back 4-ish.
Yeah, I'm just looking. Sorry, 1 yellow.
It is 1 yellow. Well, Carrie Einarson said that there was going to be a busload of 100 or so people making the trip throughout the week to from Gimli and area, friends, family, co-workers, and they're here tonight, some of them. There's the overhead screen, center ice, and then, of course, screens at both ends. In fact, there are 4 screens in every corner. For the people watching, of course, but more for the players themselves, so that they can see their away houses, and they don't have to make as many trips up and down the ice. Our game is on sheet D, one of the outside sheets of 4 here at SaskTel Center. Rachel Homan in a must-win for her, or she'll be eliminated, picks up a single. So here in the second, it'll be Carrie Einarson that does have last rock playing the Redstone.
Drag it. Hard. Push,
and Carey, Team Einarson's pretty happy. They started without hammer. They were able to get the hammer back with minimal damage.
But that bodes well, doesn't it? I mean, if you've got that kind of draw weight against 3 and you put it on the corner, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, well, both of them. I mean, even Carey's first draw that she made, or sorry, last draw that she made, right around the guard, forced Rachel to a tough shot first end.
I like it.
Nobody wants to have to hit pin if they don't have to, but
No kidding.
Yes, yellow.
Things are dying a little bit coming in here.
Line's good. Yes, hard line.
Line's good. Get it there. Reach good.
Hard.
Hard.
Val Sweeting
Really good.
Whoa.
taking the lead on this stone from Brienne Mayer.
Great shot.
Beauty again.
well brushed.
We've got to run it. Run it? I think so. Sure. Looks like a little low. Yeah.
7/8.
Pretty close. Yeah. 3/4 is fine. This might come up. No. It's close. Clean. Whoa. Yep. 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 Hard. Hard.
Hit 3/4, she said.
Oh, shooter.
Oh, and then across the top.
That's pretty
Leaves
good.
a corner, but rolls that other one into the 8-foot.
Oh, that's a nice shot. Opens it up.
Yes.
The only difficulty is you'll have to corner guard, but he needed to get access to those two on the 4-foot.
We have a couple of blanks and a must-win for Harrison against Rock, and a blank with Walker and McCarville. Got to go hard, says Einarson as she stands up, has the hand waving. Stay with it all the way. Val Sweeting. Little late lick.
A little bit.
And avoids the jam on the way by.
I'm at the guard anyway. Yeah. Was weight close, Kara?
9/6.
I think you can make this double, or you can make this double and roll to the left.
Yes. You throw it hard enough, you might get under.
Yeah, which would be a nice outcome.
Yeah. Clean, yep. Yep, yep.
Out of her hand, even Sarah Wilkes calls on the brush.
Whoa, whoa. Curl him.
Courtney.
Curl, curl.
Now, Miss Q, gets rid of just the one and sits right there.
Greg Owasco's ice, as you say it, well, Vic, it's his signature. You throw it a little outward, it's not coming back. And I think that's what's hurting this Homan team a little bit. They throw it well, they throw it the same, but they just, you can tell by the brushing there, they were screaming because it was narrow, and they missed it wide.
Yes, yeah.
Some surfaces that does come back.
Yeah, but this ice, no, it's great ice. It curls nice. They're bearing. We've got 5 to 6 feet of curl. Just doesn't like that motion.
Shannon Burchard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Anything you got?
And a little roll away from center line, but avoids the jam, I think, maybe most importantly.
Left a double, which might be a good opportunity to get out of this end with a little less damage.
Any chance you could touch them all?
That's what I'm just thinking. If you got it just right, it's going there, maybe there. We'd be happy with 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure it'll touch that back one.
No,
but 2
no.
is huge.
Emma miscue. Had to snap her hand back. Got to that hog line very quickly. As we play third stones. And once again, what do you got? 1, 2, and there is a stick, a jam.
A little thinner.
Yeah, she got it thin, but it was there.
And I was going aggressive because it was to T-line. Yeah. Yeah, too hard. And I sorry.
Hit the double, tried to stretch it to 3 and got tagged out. There you go.
I really like this call.
They sit 2, right?
Well, I think they're going to ignore it, Vic, and go around the corner, because for Val to hit the yellow and stay is one thing, and she's just going to leave a double for a great hitting team. If they can bury this, keep it high enough. A little heavy.
Back 8. Back 8.
Can't.
No, it's going to be the
Okay, Val. Okay.
second shot. No, slides too far.
It slid actually quite
Someone's
good.
voice sounds like Carrie's face.
But I love it a lot because
That
if
slid
Homan
quite
plays
well,
the run
actually.
back, there'll be
Yeah.
a double,
Shoot.
probably,
Right where I
for
said.
Einarson. And if you
Yeah.
chase that back one, you've got the team without Hammer going around a corner guard.
I think you can try and make this double, this run back, and try and roll your shooter. If you get it, because there's a slight angle, which helps.
No. Whoa. Curl clean. Clean it. Hard line. Hard line. Whoa. Hard line. Whoa.
No,
Good shot.
got it.
Now does the double jam.
Yeah, probably does, but maybe don't play it. Just hit it through the hole even.
Yeah, that's probably the safer.
Yeah, like that.
I'm just surprised. Throw here. Okay.
Yeah, I think it would jam.
We are so trained to go after shot rock. This is a little against the grain, no?
Little patience. Chasing shot rock right now probably doesn't help you because
Waist good.
then they just make a short run and even roll behind the corner. So I think this is worth playing this roll away,
Hard.
sitting second and third.
Burchard
Yep.
and rolls it over. Covers a piece of shot rock, sitting top four.
Really good.
Like control?
Sure.
Just an auto 2 if you're all out.
What would you? It's just tough because if we go deep, it could be a 3.
Do you like here with done normal?
Yeah, I like down
Should
normal. I think it's
curl,
going to
eh?
come up.
Oh, 14. And
Yeah.
so wasn't far off, but just guessed wrong.
Are they trying to roll Russ, I think, over?
Yes. Yeah, maybe behind the corner.
Yeah, even. That's probably
Yeah.
and then there's no easy double.
Yeah.
Normal. Should be like where it's ideal to roll.
I guess you could roll back to where it was.
Yeah, I like normal.
And the double might jam again.
Curl up pretty big. Straight through.
That's where a good third starts thinking about the plan Bs.
Yeah.
So a big game here,
Same thing
Kathy, on
rolling
sheet
in, but I
B
really
with Walker at 4. A loss by her. She's out. McCarville very much part of the playoffs right now at 4 and 3.
Well, the two that are in the 4-foot were there when Laura went to throw her first one. There was a guard that wasn't really in the way, but she underthrew it a little bit, ticked the guard, and that allowed Krista McCarville to come in on top of the 12-foot on the shot stone. So this is a quiet hit and roll. Needs to roll to the button to score.
Facing 3 with her last is Laura Walker and the team from the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton with Kate Cameron, Taylor McDonald, and Nadine Scotland.
Forward, Tay, you got it. Nice
Oh,
shot.
watch there. It is. Very nice. Against 3. Uses the catcher to score the 1.
Okay. Try and roll under the corner. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Kind of waiting for.
Nice shot by Homan. They just hung on in the corner there.
Okay, let's do it.
Peel in the other game curled harder than that.
We noticed that this afternoon that the inside out wasn't moving as hard as it had been. That one hung 2 on her.
Einarson and her first.
Yep.
Right away.
Whoa.
Mayer now called off by Sweeting. Late lick, coming over, touch it, oh no, she'll slide underneath.
I thought I was hitting it for a second. Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Almost wasn't
Okay.
there.
Okay, here. Shoot.
Better to just play the straight hit and roll.
Yeah, for sure.
It looked flat and it kind of just went right down. Centimeter more if you had it. Yeah.
Now she said from her point of view that the stone was falling, which
Well-
means what?
Well, that it's backing away from the target. And it's funny because Rachel's didn't move there either. So I think that that's starting to get maybe a little bit straighter.
Even T line's fine. We just have to be T. Okay. Should drop our hammer line? Yeah, sure.
Nice luxury here. They get to throw the shot they practiced for 10 minutes.
Just drop our hammer line. Like T? Yeah. Yeah.
So
T,
prior to the game, each
back
team
T.
gets their practice time and basically
Same line as
practicing
dropper.
for the draw to the button and the last rock.
This is drop our hammer line, hey? Wider.
There you go.
Just marginally.
What are you thinking for speed?
Foot more. Yeah,
Would it be
make sure.
two? Have to be two.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you throwing it?
Keep it there. Do you think that's close, that other one?
That
Let's
might
do a
be
little
too much.
extra. Coming home.
Okay.
It's a routine they go through and have for years. All those questions.
Yeah, it's part of the pre-shot routine.
7. How's line? 8. Line's fine. Whoa. Stay down. Make sure we're 7. Yeah, can't hurt it. Look, gotta go. I think we're close. It's close, guys.
Clean,
Just
clean,
keep
clean.
a broom down. 7, 8. Whoa. 7. Just here. You're good.
You're good.
Yep, you can go all the way back. Yep.
It's good. It's good.
Yep. Just wait, Rach. Okay, good wait.
Well done. No double.
Guys.
Well played in by both teams.
Like it ran nice. Like it didn't curl a little slower. Or about the same, just timed because it was back 4. Not the same.
Pretty similar.
Cool.
Splitting
I might have
hairs.
Okay. All right, Kara.
I wonder about these shots.
Yeah.
I mean, with no ice like that, your weight's obviously up. You give yourself little or no room for air. Would you be wiser to soften up the weight, take a little more ice?
Yeah, I would. I would take a little more. But at some point, if you take like 3 feet of ice and throw hack weight, you've got to be so precise with your weight control, or it's going to be a problem at the far end.
Okay.
But there's 2 ways to play this for sure. Most teams like to throw like a control weight here, and they know what that is, and it doesn't snap.
Have to touch the line. There we go. Nice.
Well thrown right to the nose. Carrie Einarson gets her single. We're tied at 1 on this Thursday evening. There comes a time in a team's career, a breakthrough moment. I think this may be it.
Never.
Right to the brush, right to tee line, let it settle. Oh, it just fudged up at the back of the 4. Just touch it. Just get over a little bit more. You have one, and you just saved it and touch it. Get it over, touch it. Oh! What a shot! Carrie Einarson to the 4 foot for the win. Needs to stop here. They need the 4 foot. Going a little more, and it will go too far. They need that 4 foot. They need the 4. You got a second chance. Make the most of it. Canada, say hello to your new champions from Manitoba. I forgot. That little tick shot on that stone on the tee line was one of the best you'll ever see. Absolutely. So you lose the final, and then you come back and you win 2 in a row, and both of them over Homan last year, of course, in the bubble of Calgary. Yeah, this is the first trials appearance for her. So, you know, so much for Val Sweeting, as she's had 2 previous trials, throws the 3rd stones, and you know they rely on her, of course. And it's so nice, so very, very nice to have people back in the stands. Cardboard cutouts were okay, they're a little quiet. So it's nice to have the fans cheering here in Saskatoon and being in the, really in the heart of curling country. So nice to be with you and be with you at home again on this Thursday night. One more women's draw will be tomorrow. But this, the all-important game here for Rachel Homan. Cannot afford a loss. A 5th would eliminate her. And she does have the last draw. She has the hammer, playing the Yellowstones here in 3.
I think it's been fine across the board. Normal speed, you know.
Well, Tracy Fleury, big game for her. Obviously, she's won 6 in a row. A win tonight, Kathy, will give her first place and a bye to Sunday's final.
And putting a lot of pressure on Casey Scheidegger, who faced 4 in her first, faces 4 in her second, trying to run her own stone and make the double on the 2 and nut it in the 4 foot for the single.
Okay. 2.
Tough shot.
Really tough.
What's your name? A lot of pressure. You know? I don't know.
why I thought about Austin Powers at that moment. I don't know.
Yeah, we've got options. Like solid 11.
Like what?
I'll never forget that. I thought Carrie Einarson had the most incredible composure to miss that draw and then to come back and make it on the next end.
Yeah. The fact it had to be the same shot she just missed.
Yes, like that's.
And she didn't really. It was a tough shot because it was getting slow in the center there, and she added a bit and didn't curl into the center. So then what do you do the next time? A fantastic draw in 11.
11. Hard. Hard, Joe. Hard. Hard, Joe. Whoa.
No.
Not bad. Yeah, right back.
Oh, that's not bad at
there,
all.
I think. Good, Sarah.
And back it goes, back edge of the 8.
But Joanne set that angle up on that yellow red at the top there, so that's, they opened it up. At least they'll be able to get at it.
Well, Jacqueline Harrison continues to be a surprise out of Dundas Valley, west of Hamilton. She picks up 2 against Kelsey Rock out of Edmonton. Comes in, does Harrison at 2 and 4, so a must win for her tonight too.
Anything you got?
Make up your mind. What do you want me to do? Brush, no brush.
Are you like hitting and rolling away on that side one at all? Got it pretty good setup in the middle here.
I think just because we can roll in front of it and then it's hard for them to.
Same weight.
Yeah.
Same roll. Give you a hair more release.
I think just going to try onto the yellow, roll the shooter away, and try and get that other red that's they're frozen on back.
Girl.
Good idea.
Gotta go.
It's not very heavy.
Gotta go for a piece. Hard. Get close, Em. Keep going. Go. Whoa.
Oh, good call.
Nice audible there.
Really good call.
Yeah. That's wild. That's probably really good. Right here. Okay.
Yeah, if you could take advantage of that little stagger. Not go too far, obviously. I think Cheryl, so that they're lined up.
Yeah, right to the button would be just perfect.
Yep. Hard. Really hard.
Val Sweeting. Right to the button a little bit more, and very nice.
How's that? Just the right weight. Off and on that all the way down.
Oh, these teams lose 7 games.
Making me nervous. Let's throw the same thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, I think so. This should be half open. I can't get the back one. Like if we hit this should be half open. Yeah. Do you like hack?
Yeah.
Hack? Yeah.
Okay, speed's good
Such a long card. You could throw a little more weight, knowing it's still going to finish with the amount of time it's got to finish.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Hack. Clean. Hack. Weight's good. Yep. Whoa.
Emma Miscue.
Weight's good. Easy.
Wilkes.
Woo. Yeah, really gotta roll.
Courtney.
Gotta go. All the way over, all the way.
And exactly as she said, leave a stone half open now.
Not a double, though.
Yeah, that's needed to get that to roll a little bit deeper.
Should be okay, though.
It's flat.
You can just punch it into the open. My first love is the in. Okay.
The out would be a flatter roll. You're going to have to hit the in turn thicker.
Should be straight here, so be careful. Yep. Whoa.
Val Sweeting all on its own. Nothing at all. And 1 is what you'll get.
I wanted that one because now the end turns around again.
Double back.
Now there is a very, very, very long center guard. which when they're that long, I take it, are almost invisible.
For soft shots,
You
yeah.
like solid? Should be able to back this off the way those hacks are running.
Yeah. This might be Homan's best chance to get a shot stone. It was pretty sunk.
Up, Norma! No! Whoa! Yep! Whoa! Whoa! Off, curl. Guard, curl. High side. Whoa!
Watch out.
Yeah. Straight out, straight out. Okay.
And away it goes. So well done.
I thought I was close to the nose out of my hand. It fell out so hard. Really straight there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the way they throw it. And
Threw it really well. That's so straight. Holy. It's unreal.
Thought she may jam it at first.
Yeah,
I did too.
So did I.
But it just kept backing up.
Got to make the double across the face.
This is tricky though.
She makes it? Yeah. I think it depends if she gets it fully. The double peel is tough.
You can get to half of it, but that jams.
Yeah, I agree.
I might look at that red, short red run on the right.
Yeah, that looks easier.
The guard is long, but
you got to get to the
you
nose.
do.
How it carries hitting ability. I like your call. You make it good. There's a big benefit.
Weight's good. Weight's great. Yep. Yep. Hearts. Yes. Yes. It's happening. Weight's up. Little heavy. Yep. Whoa.
Backing right off now. Mayer will try to help it over as it clears that guard. Can he get across the nose a little bit? No.
Oh, that's
Well done.
incredible.
Beauty. Threw it well.
Avoiding the jam on the stone at the back. Sits right there. So the force is on, certainly. Sitting the 2 without. Walker and McCarville, after Walker got 1, remember, I think she was facing 3 with her last. And so Krista McCarville now.
Well, Krista McCarville made a wonderful shot on her first. She was facing 3 in the 4-foot, made the double, but moved the other stone just to bite, left herself lying 2. The shot stone is Laura Walker's final. Went around. The finish is all at the end. So this is a quiet weight, trying to scooch by the guard, tap that stone back for 3.
Boy, Laura's been drawing well.
She sure has, Cheryl.
Got to get by these guards coming up here. Big brush for the team. Oh, gosh, from Thunder Bay.
Oh, man.
Tap it back, sit down, look at this. 3 it is.
Back-to-back brilliant shots by Krista McCarville.
Such a great shot maker.
That went through the guard.
Hard, Sarah. Hard, Sarah. Whoa, 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 whoa.
That from a team that is last in hammer efficiency. So they are 21% before that. Scoring 2 or more with last rock, and they pop a 3.
You look at their stats, though, they're right up there. They're making a ton of shots.
Right. Yeah.
So I think right there is pretty close.
It's running pretty up. You threw over here. Where did you take the practice?
Just outside edge, and I didn't quite
Didn't
come
get
up
there?
but so that would be lots of room.
Just depends if she makes it high, I have this one.
Right.
Or I can blank if she rolls out.
Yeah. Right here.
So now we get to see the run back.
Yeah, she makes this good, and it'll force Rachel to the draw.
I think it should come up here a bit, hey?
Yeah, I
That was
agree
my
just a
gut,
little.
too.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Don't want to raise it back on too much of an angle. You might run that yellow onto the back red. Get unlucky.
Yes, yes, yes. Whoa, whoa, yes, yes, whoa, whoa.
Einarson, her last. Mayer. Some late licks, run it back, got it, and again is able to push it through, but it's got to hang on and will not.
That's okay.
Rolled out, great shot, rolled out, but the red one's far enough in behind. Rachel can't get it.
Force is still there.
Wow.
Great shot.
Well, again, see that maybe that center line guard here really comes into play now, that long one, correct?
Yeah, I think
if you could play down the center, could you make a play on the shot rock?
Oh, you could, yes. It would curl enough to the wings that you could.
So you might get the blank that way. This way you can't get there.
Oh, that'd be a tough blank, but
It's like 4 inches into the 12.
it works for the force. It's good enough. Carrie didn't even have to stick
How do you
there.
think it's going to run? Pretty much the same. I think so. I thought it was a hair heavy and it stopped to top button. Yeah. How are you throwing it? Keep it there. Okay.
Was I a little more backward?
Flight. Clean it. Flight, go.
And that might just relate to the fact that she's been puzzled at times with the ice.
Hard.
Rachel Homan.
Push hard. You get into the center. Hard.
Need some of the white. Need some of the 8-foot. Need some of the 8-foot here, ladies. You need some of the 8-foot here. You need some of the 8. Oh my, did you pull the string? Have a look. And she did. It's going to be a steal of 1. So the problems continue.
It's close, Vic. Oh, not close enough.
No, looks like red.
Thank you. 2-1 Einarson. Saskatoon on a Thursday night. Draw tonight, and then one more day tomorrow. The men will play twice, women just once. So here are the standings coming into this draw. Tracy Fleury is into the playoffs. A win tonight, and she'll pick up first place and a bye to the final. Everyone is mathematically alive, except for Kelsey Rock, who's been eliminated. So that's why it's all important for the likes of a Homan, a Harrison, and a Walker at 4. They cannot afford at 5th. All right, let's update and what's happening with Tracy Fleury as she plays, Casey Scheidegger.
Well, they're just throwing everything at Casey Scheidegger, and Casey is not hitting anything, trying to generate points, and it's 5 that she faces this time. Really tough shot. She's trying to go between 2 red stones, get to the 4-foot with a draw weight.
Out of the Lethbridge Curling Club, Lethbridge will host next year's Brier between March 4 and 13.
Just a foot or so deeper gets through there.
And it's 3 for sure, and after the measure, it was in fact 3, a steal of 3. So it's all Fleury right now, and what are we saying, Russ?
It's not flurries, it's snowing.
Oh, it's no.
You ruined it.
You're supposed to say it's not snowing, it's flurries.
Ah, dear.
Hey, what's the difference? You got to shovel either way.
Oh. How many years have you been shoveling it? That's the thing.
Wendy shovels. I don't know that I see you shoveling.
On this Thursday night, 2-1 Einarson after the steal of 1. Again, you wonder what happens with a draw like that for Rachel Homan. Is that just the continuation of what she's been facing all week, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, she just has not looked comfortable, and we've seen that. She's come up short. She's been a little bit heavy. Her hitting, though, is the surprising number. Not confident there either. Just from the get-go, not feeling it.
So once again, it is Homan that does have the last rock, playing the Yellowstones here in 4.
High guard. Hard. Really high. Easy.
Doesn't need to
Whoa, it's okay for line. Okay.
Good line. It's pretty high guard, though. I think you'll see Homan chase that.
Probably hot for the roll. Okay.
Another team, one of them that's trying to stay alive, Harrison at 4 losses, up by a couple on Kelsey Rock.
Well, with all that stuff in the middle, the play's been forced way out to the wings, and Jacqueline coming short on her freeze attempt. So it is Kelsey Rock line 2 with an attempt for 3.
Running.
Out of the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton, Kelsey Rock with Danielle Schmiemann, Dana Ferguson, and Rochelle Brown.
Great. Keep going.
I got 14-3.
Might spin in.
Trying.
Helping at all.
So a nice 3 by Rock.
Oh,
It did.
nice.
I like that. Let's see the difference, because that depth is okay.
And we're back to that age-old problem of if they can keep this guarded, how does Rachel draw in there with the corner guards stacked up on both sides?
Okay, 2.5. Definitely a little more.
Hey, you don't see that often. You mostly are seeing teams put 2 corners on one side so that they always at least have a path in there.
True.
Nice,
Or just the one.
Yeah, because to your point now, how do you make a draw on your last?
Gotta go, no line still.
Whoa, whoa. Straight, straight.
Whoa! Okay. That's fine. Okay.
Chance to get out of it now.
We could go like thin with board. Okay. Hey. If it hangs, you can make. Well. Or you just want to go for it. I feel like. I don't think it jams.
Have we played a double? Okay.
Yeah. Normal. Okay. What's the call? What are we doing? What do you like? I don't mind that. Hey. Yeah, I like that. Or your first call. You want this one? Peel. Do you like peel with this? I can't hear you guys. Do you want normal? Are we running it and spilling? Yep. I like peel for that, I think.
Okay, just a hair low?
Yeah.
Or am I going across the face? Like, I don't know what to call it.
On my side. Okay.
I think somebody should go down and find out what the call is.
Yep.
Yep.
Sarah Wilkes.
Yes. Yep. Hard. 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 Roll shooter. Roll the shooter. On. Go.
Oh, really good shot.
Very nice. Boy, that was coming hard too.
So they've got a couple of biters there. Shot rock does belong to Einarson.
Now you're a little worried if you're Einarson with those 2.
Tough to hit that one that's rolling that Emma's brushing. You can't see quite all of it.
Play the safer one, try and roll into the rings and sit 2.
Val Sweeting.
Whoa. Shannon. Okay. 8-5. Okay. Okay. Let's see. But still stay quite straight. Yeah. Okay. Forward. Okay. Forward, wait. I'm not gonna be heavy out here. Sorry? I won't be heavy out here. Okay.
How do you think it's going to run?
I think it'll run pretty straight.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think it might come back a little, just towards the boards.
I'll keep it there.
Is it a guess out here, Cheryl?
Well, a bit. I'm actually surprised at the ice. It doesn't look like enough to me. And with board weight, they seem to think it's just going to track.
They've got her now. Courtney closes the stone. Wilkes out in front. Got to really hurry, ladies. Got to really hurry. Get going, get going, get going. Oh, and not enough to push it out. And then it spins back the shooter, so it still stays a good piece undercover.
Said she was going to throw it on the light side in the hack. I didn't love.
There had to be some outward motion to make that with T-line weight.
No legs to it.
Came down on her. This is no fun either.
No. You can't make the double. You just... Yeah, the jam.
Peel it. Like we could stay. Pick this one. We're thinking you get the top. You get the top. It's got to be the top. No, because it looks like the jam. Yeah, so we just hit and roll off the top. We'll talk about it.
Through the hole.
Just roll on, yeah. Just do that for now.
It's risky, but might be easier.
Yeah, this will be all up to the line caller because they've got to hit that hole.
We talked about these straightening out a little bit. Now, I think it's wide enough that it doesn't get to the straighter area, but
Yep. Weight's okay. 11. Whoa. Yeah. Yep. Whoa. Roll it. Gotta roll it. Roll it. Big roll.
Oh, there's the jam. And now trying to take that back as far as they can. Look at where the shooter rolled to, though.
Yeah, got a break there.
Yeah.
That straightened out.
Oh, did it ever?
That was well thrown. Nice weight.
Oh, that touched sorry. Or I play the run, but it's just, yeah, it sucks if I miss. 5.
shoot, sorry.
Okay. Oh, wait, edge on edge.
Like,
you can always hit it. Yeah.
It's early enough.
Deep at all, it's just a double.
It's early enough in the end. I wouldn't be afraid to tap that into the ring somewhere.
Open it up.
Yeah.
I like that, Riss.
Now you might set up a double or something, but it opens up the red, and you've got 3 yellow in the rings.
Otherwise, it's
And the other thing you could play is the run back. but
Absolutely.
I either like running this, trying to tap it in and open this up, or playing around with this one.
What would you rather do?
Whatever you know.
I've never seen Rachel this uncertain.
Oh.
She's kind of
Back 8, back 12. Yeah.
deferring to the throwers on the shots, and I'm not. It's really unlike her.
Call to get under, or under the shooter.
Interesting call, too, because you're grouping all the yellows unless you get one of them perfectly buried. It's got to be the highest one. And you've still got to deal with that buried rock.
I think it'll be okay just because yours ran okay. Okay, and Val just threw right in this line. Okay, swept. Okay, Shrew back 8. Okay.
We're saying that this is a little bit foreign to them too. The crowd a little noisy. Wouldn't be the first really big crowd since Sydney, the Scotties then, right? 20?
It's been a while. Most of these teams love it.
10. Hey, whoa. 10. Curl.
Oh, don't golly. It's going to get anything. They're going to use their own. And down to their own they come. Push it back. Okay, Walker McCarville shot is at the back. Walker.
It is. It's an opportunity for 2. She was lying 3 after Krista McCarville ticked on a guard on her first one. And then on her second, Krista made a really nice double, but did roll out. And so as long as she can be full 12, it's 2.
Okay, still holding. I got same, 14-4.
She just threw in the same path. No mistake.
There it is for 2.
Good. Yep.
For Laura Walker. 42% on her hammer efficiency. That makes her number 2 in the women's field, scoring 2 or more with last rock. Number 1 team, Tracy Fleury.
And it's been a lot of Laura making some really great last shots for her deuce.
Tough ones, too.
10-5. 10-5, solid.
They're trying to nose it or make the double or so.
I think just nose it.
Hard, keep going. Hard, never up. Hard.
Nose today is where they are, so mirror image. Either side of the center line, top edge of the 8.
Pretty good spot, no double.
Really bury anywhere. Like hack?
Well, I would need board to roll all the way over there. I think it just jams anyways.
Okay, that's our only way kind of to bury somewhere to sit
Do you
shot.
want to try this and try and roll to the middle? I think it's our only way of getting 2 or multiple.
Okay.
I think I still have both draw lines, right?
Okay.
If I can stick it here, it's pretty good. Or if it rolls like under, it's not bad either. It's a couple different options. Do you like normal?
Yeah, trying that run now.
Surprised you didn't do it a little sooner.
Yeah, I liked it. Emma did. I think Emma liked it. I
Yes,
think Emma
did.
was good to play it on hers, but lots of good things can happen on this. You spring it back onto red, rolls to the left.
Try and stick this.
Yeah, group the reds after Carrie hits it.
If I hit it a hair high, we can roll underneath everything.
Could be a sneaky big end.
Throwing it? Straight through. Can I come back a hair, eh? First on the path? I think so.
She loves these.
Rachel Homan in her first half. They lined this up. Oh, and just enough. But then again, watch where that shooter has gone. A little closer to center line now.
Curled up on her.
Mm-hmm. I heard her say it could come back a bit, meaning could curl with the fresh pebble. First rocked on that spot, and she was dead right.
Yeah, it did.
I think just curling everywhere more already. You do that pretty well.
Yeah, and she doesn't. She throws good rotation. They typically won't come up, so it must be curling pretty good there.
Could be a little bit careful here. If this goes in the button, it'll be a thin double for 3.
It's like
Where do you put this, Cheryl?
14-5.
Maybe just top 12.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
just
closer than the other yellow.
Yep.
Top 8.
I guess just bite 8 foot.
Kind of tough not to have a double here unless you're higher with this one.
Yeah, which is very precise.
I like it.
Maybe back 4, make it a feather double.
Yeah, that'll be the line color, having to figure that one out.
Einarson's last. Mayer.
Oh, top 4, so go back.
We're going to set up a double here. They got to be careful.
Just there, just there.
And sit it finally does. Peeks a little bit now towards centerline side.
I don't know. Is it there?
I don't know if she has an. Oh, yeah, she has enough.
This one first. Oh, okay. I don't know if you can see quite enough. How much do you have? Yeah.
You'd like to play, if you played the left one, you'd like to play the out turn, but you can't.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can make it there, but then it goes here.
What do you guys like? Do you want to call it time?
So you got to play the other one.
And I don't think you can see enough of it, can
No.
you? To,
Yeah, this way it's just straight going right into
I think it goes underneath, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't think you can see enough.
That goes an inch farther.
So it's a moment that Homan
don't know if this is
has called a timeout, needs it, has a chance here to score
I think it's a little bit
possible
deeper.
3.
Play off that one.
You could try the yellow run double.
Isn't it?
Yep.
Is it there?
Like just, but we're flirting with the guard, I think. It's not worth it.
It's up to you, but I would take one.
Take one.
That's
It's
what I
it's
would.
not an easy one.
No, I know, but that's they're like.
Yeah, like this is there, but yeah. Yeah, if we had to. Should we draw? Do you want to come this way?
Could draw side T.
Yeah. Yeah,
Keep
it's
it
not
in the
auto.
nice-
Is it really quick out here? It's just normal. Not yet. I don't. It's just normal draw speed here. It's up to you, Rach. Whatever you like.
Yeah, if you see it and want to throw it, go for it. But it's not an easy
like it if
shot.
you're
But
seeing
neither.
it. I don't think this one's there. I think you either have to run
it's
it
this
or.
way.
I
yeah.
agree. I don't
I
think
agree.
that thing's
Both the way it
you're
falls.
rolling back.
And this is there, but I think we just double off our own. I think I can make it with a third. I think it stuffs it and goes by.
Might stuff it and go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
There
might
makes
go
us
over
all
the
day.
top of that yellow and stuff it on your own
And if I
yellow.
hit and just roll, and it takes out its one anyways.
Okay.
Yep. That's
like
not
it.
bad.
Theirs have been tracking. Okay. So I think you're with you. Okay. I don't think it's ever touched the card.
They're hoping it goes left of that. I'm not convinced.
What do you think about Marcel Rock, however, saying, look, why don't you, again, you know, we'd often talk about looking at the scoreboard. You're down by 1, you're playing 4. There's still more than half a game to go. Get your 1 and be tied.
Yeah, no, I liked his call, and that's why the run is risky. You could go right through the hole and not get anything and give up a steal of 2. She can get her 1 this way too.
Yes,
Like
you can definitely get her 1.
right?
Yeah,
Like
and
he-
if it
Yeah.
just hairs past that somehow, you might get the whole enchilada, but I don't know.
She didn't seem keen on the draw. I think this is.
Right away, though. Right away. They got her. Here they go. Wilkes, Courtney, staying with it. Get it by no. Crash, bang, sit down, spill away. And it will be a steal of 1. They had her the minute the fingers left the handle. And lucky, really, in some respects, to get that one to cut it down to a steal of 1. Homan in danger of being eliminated if she loses this. So it's a seal of 1 for Gary Einarson in the 4th. So that's a back-to-back singles 3 and 4. As we welcome you back on this Thursday night to Saskatoon and the Tim Hortons curling trials. So 3-1 Einarson. And once again, it'll be Homan that does have the last rock, playing the Yellowstones. So in comes Einarson. Center line, top 4. Up goes that corner. And now second stone for the Einarson lead. Brianne Mayer.
Yeah, it's only a 2-point lead for Einarson, and so you still have to play the game, keep the offense on, and try and make Team Homan chase. Left the wrong side open to that one. You could play the little hit and roll behind the corner.
The chase or the tick? I don't mind getting to this. Okay, back 8. Sure. Back 12. Back 8, back 12. The guard's okay. Yeah.
What a wonderful week for Joanne Cheryl to move down from second to third or lead. That's a totally different position.
Yeah, to be number 1.
Off the line, hard.
And all over that long guard. Watch where this goes now. So they push it in and leave that center. So there's 2 guards now. That's out turn side.
Just tight. Yeah. Okay. Still good here. Is this where you had? Yeah, really close. Okay. Stay close to this rock. Okay. Halfway, 2. Gotta be tight. Sure or not? Well, maybe, but line's great. Oh, we gotta go. Hard, Brianne.
So Mayer and Sweden gotta go.
High. Shorter than the yellow. Leave it above it. Shorter. Maybe the double. We're shorter than that. Yep. A little bit. Okay. Gotta be tight with them, guys. Yeah. Okay. Just hit and roll for a corner. Yeah. Curls up a bit here.
The red onto the yellow, I'm guessing, and the yellow could go onto the corner yellow.
Yep. Whoa.
Struggle for Wilk so far this evening.
Hard. Good. Really
Very
nice.
Oh, great shot. Really nice roll.
Opens up that center line. Still has Einarson, though, sitting the 3 without.
A bit of a bad break there. This red rock would get through the paint if it doesn't carom off that other red and stays buried.
You got a chance, though, even if Homan gets a chance to play a hit and roll off that outside red on the right in behind those corner guards.
This one's kind of like a double
play the
guard
draw
for
in the
that.
intern.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. All right.
This is a good call.
Really good, because you're even if they get around the yellow one, you might still be sitting 2 unless they make it perfect.
Yeah, very good call. And the right person throwing it.
Yes. Gotta go.
Sweeting.
Gotta go.
And across the top and pushes it into the top 12.
They'll be happy with that.
Well done.
So it all began last Saturday round robin, 9 teams, 8-game round robin, and it didn't start well for Rachel Homan. Lost to Jacqueline Harrison, and that put some doubt into her mind because the rocks weren't curling. The ice was a little straight. Followed up with another loss to McCarville on a Thunder Bay. And then on Sunday night, of course, the rocks were sharpened. Everyone got a practice on Monday morning. She replied with a win. And then she's been 50-50 since then. However, this afternoon, or this morning rather, against Jennifer Jones, was her sharpest game of round robin so far. And so she comes in with this record of 2-4, but must win tonight.
Yeah, she was 88% against Team Jones.
not sharp. Just not sharp right now. They're spending so much time on trying to call the right shot. I don't think they're reading the ice right, or the rocks even for that matter.
And not coming in on a high, as you saw there. Starting the season so well, and then really have just basically played 500 since. Starting 10-2. Val Sweeting. Oh, and just catches enough to push it out.
We've talked about getting straighter inside out. That's because it's getting swingier outside in if you get out wide enough. Just about flash that.
It's really been a seesaw for Team Einarson. Lose, win, win, lose. To Krista McCarville. And now today with Rachel Homan, close against Kelsey Rock. But they too have had their struggles. Interesting. Just two of the favorites coming in.
And that brings with it some definite pressure.
And isn't that funny? Same idea. Yeah, Homan was 10-2, 50-50, and even below 500 is Einarson coming into this.
Do you think they took their eye off the ball a little bit? That, you know, you're maybe not taking the Spiels as serious, looking with this circled on the calendar? Or?
Yeah, I think a lot of teams that I talked to, Russ, actually, it's a good point.
Yeah,
they said they didn't feel like they were as engaged in each event because they were thinking about this week.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And then maybe some bad habits come in and you're not as focused on the training because you're thinking ahead. It's a tough season. A lot of teams didn't have ice or access to ice as early as they like. Funny, the person, Russ, I worried about was Tracy Fleury. She didn't get ice at home until October.
Really?
And she's,
yeah,
it's not really bothering her, so it's different. Everybody needs a different amount of reps.
Is it worth playing the double or you like this? Good. It's up to you.
I don't mind that.
I don't mind it. It's a quarter. Okay. A third. Quarter is going to go by. Okay. Even half is close.
It's pretty natural.
I love this call because, you know, mind you, got to make it. It's tough, but I think they're going to have to burn an end here to kind of get the brain going again. And playing the come around and having a 3-foot run back for Carrie Einarsson's not much danger.
Well, and the risk is, don't you think you just want to score this in, no matter what, even if you don't get your two? Yeah, either. Just don't give up a steal. Oh, well done.
Shot. That could change everything for them.
My first one ran
You know,
nice
Kathy,
today.
earlier today we were talking with Ryan Fry, who throws the third stones for John Epping, and he was making mention to saying something to the effect that they may have been a little complacent coming in, just thinking they could come onto the ice and start playing well. And I'm wondering if, in fact, in an Einarson and a Homan, whose reputation has been just really show up and go, that there may be some of that too in their games, do you think?
Well, you know, what he talked about, it was being naive, thinking that because you had so many reps and because you were in the bubble and you played at the top of your game, that even an absence away from it, when you come back, it's going to come back really, really quickly. And what he realized is that without the reps, you don't get that good. And it starts to play in your head, and no one has said that they feel as prepared for this event as they'd like to be.
And I think, too, Marcel Rock was suggesting to us that his Homan team is also, with the pandemic, with their growing families. Rachel, of course, has Riot, and Bowen is now 8 months. Their priorities change. And if the emphasis is, and we've known Rachel through all the time we've seen her and known her, her total focus has been on the game. Well, now the focus is elsewhere.
Yeah, no, and I think, and that's fair. Sometimes that brings with it really good perspective. You don't put everything into curling. It's not the end all be all. But other times it's just, you're really happy where you are, and it can be a distraction, and that's okay. She's got many years of curling, and definitely this is a disappointment if they don't get through, but sometimes that's just life, and I think we've seen it with a lot of the teams. You know, perspective for sure during the bubble and COVID and everything else has really made a lot of these teams relook at the game and sport.
Oh, Laura Walker, Krista McCarville. Kathy, what a mess.
Should have said that earlier with my cold. It's, you know what? This has been a really tough end for Krista McCarville. Laura Walker making some wonderful shots. Krista was trying to freeze on her first one and came light. And then Laura capped it off. The advantage for Krista.
There is one?
Well, I'm just listening as she's talking it through.
I think the end turn looks better. Yeah.
Watching Carrie Einarson, too.
Not sure, Kath, what she's going to accomplish here.
I don't know. Like she says, the in-turn. So you're trying to throw way through the port, grab a little bit of that top red for a redirect.
Yeah. Redirect, but where's the shot rocker on it?
Well,
yeah.
What I was starting to say is that the advantage is that Laura Walker called a timeout, so they were able to talk to Rick Lang and think about what it is that they were going to play. So they put the broom down right away.
Whoa.
But this is tough.
Whoa.
Right now it's a steal of 2 for Walker. Catch something. Oh, and going right through, and then just ticks it over. So it's a steal of 2 for Walker. Top 5-3 going to the break. And a shake of the head from Krista McCarville.
Well, that could have turned worse.
Mm-hmm.
And away it goes. We'll put a blank on the board. Here in 5. Carrie Einarson leads at 3-1. Must win for Rachel Homan.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Curling Trials are brought to you in part by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By Home Hardware, here's how. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And by BKT Tires and OK Tire.
All dressed up for the holidays. Saskatoon is where the best teams in Canada are this year for the trials, and there's bound to be more top shots like the ones we've already seen.
A lot of rocks in play. It's right.
My telestrator cannot do this.
So the in-turn drag should work in his favor on this run back.
It should.
Matt Dunstone, tap, little clip. Oh, did he move it enough? Unreal shot. Come on, Matt Dunstone. The kid from Saskatchewan with a beauty.
Krista elected to play a hit on her first, and then Carrie Einarson made the perfect freeze. This is attempting to pick it out and get rid of both of those stones to win.
Sipola on the brush. There it goes. What a shot. Krista McCarville.
Incredible throw.
That was a tough shot.
And you can vote for your favorite AGI Top Shot every day at Curling Canada on Instagram. Top Shots is brought to you by AGI, storage and handling equipment for agriculture. Little meeting with their coach, Heather Nedowan, the two-time Canadian champion. Einarson leads 3-1. Marcel Rock with some words for Homan. What do you got? Oh, goodness. Now will this sit down? It sure does. Have you got this? Now you're going to angle it back. What do you got? Bang! Picks it out.
Fantastic.
Ryan Arden. Does he got the double? He does. Away they go.
Jacobs.
Right. EJ.
Got one. Stuffed it. Going to go. And it's going to sit underneath.
Magical.
So the men will play twice tomorrow morning. Kathy, Brian will have McEwen, Jacobs. Jacobs win. He's in 10 a.m. Eastern Time. McEwen and Jacobs. It's the final day of round robin play coming up tomorrow. The women will play just the once in the afternoon. As we sort through the 9-team women and men. It all started last Saturday. So a blank means it's 3-1 Einarson. And we go to 6, Homan with last rock again, playing the Yellowstones.
Tried to tick there a little wide, but got the back one, moved it back enough that it's could help Homan later in the end.
Should be gradual. Okay. Wait's good. And it's the 4. Hard. Yeah. Wait's good. Hard. Yeah. Roll up hard. Hard. Hard for the roll. Set. Okay. That was good, Wait. Just in case you were anticipating 2. Oh, it was curling anyway. Yeah.
89% effort for Einarson team here halfway through. That's pretty nice in such a big game.
But even, you know, Team Homan numbers not that great, but they just need a deuce and they're right back in the game and they've got hammer.
All right, Cheryl, what do you see in the numbers after 5?
Well, steals. I mean, one of the things that goes a long way to winning games is not allowing steals. And you look at end number 3 where Rachel comes up light on that draw, steal number 1. And then end number 4, Einarson made a great inter draw to set up that steal. And Rachel missed and another steal comes about. And you look at the team percentages, there's quite a big difference there. But as I said, all Homan needs to do, get a couple, get back right back in the game.
Fraction heavy there for the roll.
Yeah, they just don't seem to be able to get that one shot that they need, right? That roll behind the corner.
You kind of get the feeling they've got Team Homan on the ropes, but they can't make that knockout punch.
No.
Right? Just close.
Well, and Team Homan won't go away, too.
Right,
That's the other issue.
Yeah, a little bit like a little Rachel Homan Ali, sort of off the ropes. Hey, rope-a-dope, just going to wobble back and forth and maybe punch your way tired, and then she'll strike back at you. But also, she has to make something happen too, doesn't she?
Well, they do, and you know, coming in home, and Joanne Courtney, number 1, she's playing 71% right now. They need some setup shots at the front.
Yes.
And then, you know, it's not such tough shots for the backhand.
That's exactly it. You know, they're a long way from out of this. Einarson was 6 up at this point yesterday. You never know.
Oh, yeah, that was some comeback.
Coming through. Oh, they did. Got it by.
It's really light.
What a very nice bit of brushing.
We gave it some more legs. 12-5? No, it was a 12. It was a 12, actually. Yeah, but I think we gave it some more legs on the center line. Yeah. So last time I threw here, it was through the house. Yeah. That gateway. Yeah. Is this enough ice? It's the same line. It's wider. Okay.
Looks like this is just kind of maybe back 8 weight, try and get to the nose, tap it a little bit. You don't need to remove anything.
6, gotta go. 4.
Losing a line.
And a miscue.
Are we by?
Wilkes.
Gotta go.
Gotta go. As Courtney wants to know if they're by. And
roll it off, rub it off, rub it off.
she's going to get the answer right now, and that's no. So let's go back to what we talked about when we first came on the air. And I was asking you about Carrie Einarson and that little girl with the curl. Who are we going to see tonight, good or bad? What have we seen so far?
Well, they're a 2-time Canadian champion, and that's what I guessed at. We haven't watched them a lot this week, but the game we watched, obviously with Jennifer Jones, there was 2 sides to that game. But I think they got comfortable with the ice certainly quicker than Homan did. And they're just a great team.
And I was asking you about Rachel Homan, if in fact she had the game to get and stay alive. Have you seen that game yet?
You know, I think she would. I think she'd be there if she got a little bit of help up front with some of those setup shots. So she's kind of not having to do it all herself, and she hasn't been getting that support from the two in front to get those angles.
That's twice they've done this. They've got that come around, just got it a little too deep. Now that you come through that port, there's probably a triple and you're rolling buried.
No, I can throw the out.
Huge shot here, Cheryl.
You'll wait. Yeah.
Turn an end around here because you're going to have, if it's made properly, Einarson has to run back the wrong color.
Really good chance.
Look where that broom is.
Well, and Emma, this is right up her alley.
So watch this rock, it'll fall off the line.
Whoa,
It's on the middle of the line when she let it go.
Oh boy, right away, staying with it. Here they go. Courtney Wilkes staying with it. Got it through. Get one, get two. Touch them all and leave one at the back 12. What a shot.
Oh, just got unfortunate that her shooter rolled up so far and out into the open.
I thought I'd be able to get it.
Yeah,
A little thick.
Second half.
Great throw is right.
Really good throw.
But even with not quite the perfect result, it gives Rachel some breathing room.
Well, it gets rid of a couple. And
yeah. It was going to be tough to outdraw the one on the button.
Sorry, I could have gone on a beat earlier. Oh, it's okay. It actually curled. I thought it would fall a little bit.
yeah, you thought it would fall too, didn't you?
The way she throws it, that's why they've grooved it that way. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just tough to get curl, and yeah, hers the way she throws those peels, they back up. Same shot here, 4 inches lighter.
Here, let's him go. Top 8! Mine's good! Top 8! You're wider pass! Running a bit! Hey,
Skip Stone's here in 6.
Top 8! Hard! Mine's good!
Hey, here.
Hard! Yes, hard! Hard! Drag it! Lean on it! Hard! Hard, Brianna!
Can you wrap this around? Here we go. Can you wrap this around a little bit? Just tuck a little bit more. Oh, boy.
You're good.
Oh, huge to get second shot.
We're just second.
Yeah, just second.
Oh boy.
Just.
Might pull the string a little bit. Well, because your kick looks fine. Wider. Hard! Yes, hard!
Boy, these two are working to get that.
And to,
You're good.
yeah.
Pretty good for X skips.
Yeah, well, that was the other thing too, right? When, so no, it's a well-known story now, the 4 skips coming together. But those two, Mayer and Burchard, really have accepted the position.
Yeah.
That's what they are now. They're a front end, totally committed.
They yelled top 8, and then they realized it was wider into a slower path, and still got it there.
11! 10, 11. Looks heavy. Wait, close. 9, 10. Close, yep. They're heavy. Whoa. Whoa. 10. Whoa. 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 Yeah. Whoa. 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 Curl, curl.
To the nose, straight back.
Oh, yeah, hard. Nice shot, Rach.
And straight back to the 8-foot shot rock. Belongs to Homan.
Very, very nice.
Really well done.
Yeah.
Is it buried?
Is it dead buried?
Yeah, it's over buried. Great shot.
Red tap I think would be easier than going out in the weeds here.
Open, I think so, yeah.
At least if we get half under here.
Okay.
Makes it a hard chase.
Yeah, just a little more weight.
11, 10, 9. It's nice she's pretty much had this path. She's going out slightly further, but that should be okay out here. Just try and tuck it.
All right, Kara, that 14.
And I heard slight under would make it a hard chase.
It would. Just tuck it around here. The stone you just threw.
That was also 14.
This is wider.
14? Yeah, so 14.
Okay, yeah. T-line!
final stone here in 6. Carrie Einarson. So they've got to get by their stone, which is just off center. Top 12. Trying to push this over now. They got lots of room. How much can they carry it? Lots of room. Can he just tuck a piece behind? Oh, and they won't get there.
Great line.
Can't switch. You guys.
So slow out there.
14-5.
Here, I think it's close.
You don't like the wide draw there?
Yeah. Like a, that looks tricky. Like 14-3-ish.
Pretty good mistake, though. You can make those better.
Mine out here really curled.
Can we tap this one? Yeah. Probably have
Sorry,
like
Hush,
the same shot.
Yeah.
What?
I don't. If she plays that same shot
Are they gonna tap in the wider one? Tap it.
and noses it, or either the wider one and noses it, I'm not sure it's 2.
No, it would be. I don't think it would be, Russ. So you got to tap this on an angle, high side.
Would you ever play in off your stone in the 12-foot?
Yeah,
around 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I actually looked at that and thought that wouldn't be too bad. Emma said it curls a lot here, so I think they're afraid they'll lose it.
Yeah. Run a hair better, but don't lose it. We can tap it pretty far back.
What about just that wide out-turn draw?
Yeah, that's probably there too. Or in-turn through the port. There's all kinds of options. They're all tricky. She got the line right here last time. I think that's why they're going back to it again.
Well, sending the 1. Looking for a second point that would tie it here through 6.
Looks
Well,
close.
Courtney. Watch out. Now here we go. Oh, how nice is that? Lovely for 2. Einarson, Homan on a Thursday night. We're tied at 3. We're tied at 3. We go to 7 as we welcome you back to Saskatoon. Our coverage of the Tim Hortons curling trials. Carrie Einarson, will they have the last rock here in 7 playing the Redstones? Really 2 nice taps. And the last result, that one top 8 is her first, and this is her second. Very nicely done.
Yeah, and these are tough. These are, you have to get the line right, you have to get the weight right, you have to get the line call right. She had a couple other options, but plays it just like the first one. Well done and well read for ice.
So that's for the tie. The key shot is brought to you by OK Tire. It's going to be okay. Well, she hopes it will. She needs the win, Rachel Homan. Can't settle for anything less, or she'll be eliminated from this year's trials.
And boy, that's something when you go out to play this game you try not to think about.
And there you go. There's a good reason for it. Look at the difference in scoring average compared to Ottawa in 17. 2 points per game less here in Saskatoon.
Well, and I think that the bigger number is the points she's allowing. She's allowing 7.5 points a game to the opposition.
That's
so
unheard of for her.
Yeah, I mean, they're usually around 4.
Keep going, keep going. Whoa, 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 whoa.
And right around they go. And it leaves the Einarson Stone shot rock covered top edge of the 4.
On? It's not on.
No, you have to tick it.
Or ticking. Just push them both on.
Laura Walker, Krista McCarville, must win for Walker.
And Krista has been chasing for the, better part of the last 2 ends. She had a run back on her first, managed to remove the stone in the 4-foot, but left Laura Walker 1. So she split the house to lie 2. So this is a draw, trying to secure her single point in the 4-foot.
That's a bomb.
Uh-oh.
That is not a good thing to hear.
No, no, no. Carville under the Fort William in Thunder Bay. Scotties will be there in Thunder Bay January 28th through February the 6th. Oh dear. 2 more. Wheels coming off here.
Oh, I'm colorblind.
Sure.
So a deuce for Walker in the 4th. Steal 2-5, steal 2-6.
Boy, and they were 2 down too. That's 6 points in a row.
They trailed 3-1 after 3.
Yep.
Sarah Wilkes.
hitting one
One.
sideways.
Oh, and just underneath.
Just snapped on them, Rachel said.
Emma. I saw it before. Oh, that's her first.
Emma.
I need my gripper. Okay. You get that thing? Carry through 8-5. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Ten, 9-5.
9-5.
Yep.
Yes. Hard then.
Yep.
Yes. Close. Hard.
9-5.
Straight to it. Gotta go. Hard, Brianne. Hard. Hold it. Hold it, Brianne. Go, 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 go.
Okay.
Okay.
Not bad. It's a very tough double.
9.
We're getting a pattern here, though. They're starting to, the wide ones, aren't they, Cheryl? Are starting to over curl on them.
Yeah, and then the ones going out to the wings aren't moving.
I like pretty much double and roll. But then we'll have one back, right? Sorry. I like the wide one.
Okay.
She's just saying either. I like this one. If we hit and roll under. Yeah. Ours are groups and theirs are groups. What weight? Okay.
Normal.
Down normal. Okay.
Down normal.
Whoa, they crossed the track. Whoa. Curl. Weight's great. Hard curl. Hard. Straight over. Straight over. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. High.
Gets one. Won't hold the shooter.
Okay.
I think they're getting caught. I mean, Sarah might have been a slightly wide, but I think they're getting caught on that inside out. It's just not going. And I'll tell you, at the beginning of the week, remember you and I talking about it was going hard.
Yep, that's exactly. That's changed a lot.
Yeah, I like
I don't mind the nose. Think so.
Yeah. A little high.
Yeah. Here.
Okay. Should stay pretty straight. Nose or hair high. Okay.
Either work.
You got it.
I wouldn't have said this a couple stones ago, but Einarson might get out of this end with a blank.
No kidding.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Yes.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yes. Whoa.
Got to curl a little.
Yes. Yes.
Coming up. Got it.
Beauty.
Holds
That's
it.
nice.
Yeah.
What a great
Just hit
shot.
the 2.
Good one. Really good. Thanks. That same place that I'm doing.
You know, again here, Cheryl, that situation where you say she could get out of it with a blank. Being the 7th, that would be the advantage. Of course, you take the hammer to the even end. But if your deuce is there, you're not going to ignore it.
Oh, no, no, no.
Okay.
You just don't want to get forced.
All
And
right.
they were looking like that for a bit, so they'll keep their eye on the deuce, absolutely.
Just hard. Hard, helper.
Just had to stay for shot.
Now you can really spread it out, do you?
You can.
Yeah.
If you want the 2. If you want the blank, you can hit.
I would say.
Well, that's I'm just saying. What do you want here?
She's
I mean,
playing for the 2.
In the middle, like I'm not in a wing path.
And I think when you get a chance for a 2 against a
I think you can. You're
good
safe
team
with a
like this,
14-2. Yeah,
you
that's
take
good
it.
everywhere. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's hard to call those. This is the 4. Oh my God.
You called yes when we were nosing it.
Well,
It's a tough situation, isn't it? Because you have to make 4 really good ones. They might not be hard, but you got to make. You can't make a half shot and hope you don't give up a double.
Line's good. Hey, wait, go in the middle. Back running. Whoa. You're going through the middle. There it goes.
Back 4.
Right here.
On its own right now. Back 8. Getting better. Back 4.
What would you do? Would you try for your deuce here?
I would try for the deuce. It's just tricky. Like
That's 13-7.
there we go already.
That's right. It's not bad. No, those should moved over there. So.
You could even freeze. You could have frozen to the yellow even. You know, and then you.
I think we
If it doesn't
got
work
it,
out, you probably get the
Then
blank.
you
It's,
can, yeah.
We're second shot. Okay. What did you say?
we're second
you
shot.
just don't want to get forced.
No, no.
Then we're shot 2.
I know.
I'm not. My kid and roll,
Sorry?
of course, is on.
I feel like this is super risky.
Yeah.
I can roll pretty far too.
You want to nose that? Hit
Yeah,
roll,
hit
hit roll. There's nowhere really to roll.
Okay.
The roll makes this double easier.
Okay.
Okay. Nose it then.
Nose makes it double pretty easy too.
I think we can go all the way back there, I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
Flirting
I like
with.
that.
That's risky. I mean, the double will be there, and you risk even if you're rolling that hard to roll.
Control. Clean it.
Emma miscue.
No. Just control. Yep.
You can roll away. Don't roll out.
Quiet. Whoa. Just control. Yep. Whoa. Curl.
What have you left here now?
Like board in the end, eh?
Yeah.
Interesting, because if you make the double thin, it goes right across and jams. Got to hit this thick. Maybe you can just hit and roll up to it.
Yeah, that might be safer. So I'm with you. I think that goes right into the red.
Yeah, I gotta keep like a berm on it, but like my first one I had.
It's who's going to make the best hits here.
Yes.
Val Sweeting will give it a go, boy.
Really hard.
My gosh, was her hand off
Hard.
the handle when they called her on? Here, Bircher. Oh, how no did they get there? The shot stone not quite on the corner.
But that's the way to play it. That's I think better than the thin double.
It's way tight. I'm surprised you held it. Yeah.
You heard them say, surprised they held it, but again, it's going up that hill a bit.
Yeah.
Got to get a read on it.
And we say the hill because at this time of the week, and the ice makers will admit this, with their pebbling, and when they put that wand back and forth, there's a little bit more that falls before they swing it back the other way. So there's just that little bit of extra build up on either edge.
Is half the double?
Is the double there? Can you? I think it is. I think if you just paper past your yellow, it's there, eh?
No, down normal.
Yeah, it is there, actually.
I think I can keep it there. Okay. It's coming up a hair. It's turned hers.
Boy, I feel like you're taking your yellow at the same time.
She'd be happy with that, though, I think.
Down normal.
And the blank's on.
Whoa. Curl. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Curl.
Yeah!
Curl. Stop slipping. Whoa. Go.
And
same thing
underneath.
Both teams, Vic, are getting caught on it's just that little bit straighter. Now, we get to sit up here and watch a lot of shots, so they're just not quite reading it. That was a well-thrown rock.
But I'm going to go back maybe a couple of shots. Sarah Wilkes came down and had a discussion, and just under her breath listening, she was asking Rachel about what she was calling, why she was calling certain things, because as the brushers, they seem to be a little confused too about how they were making contact.
Right. I think Sarah's trying to understand how Rachel's seeing the ice, because they're not seeing it the same way.
Yeah.
That's right.
Nine five. Whoa. What's the weight? Clean it. Yep. Whoa. What's the weight? 9-5. Shannon.
Bircher. Don't want to roll out. Don't want to roll out. Oh, and it finally sits and grinds to a halt back edge of the 12.
Is that perfect? I think that's a value, Russ, in the, your between end breaks. You can actually, as a brusher, sometimes the skip isn't seeing it right.
Right.
A brusher can go, I'm kind of seeing it going this way, and it's going straight, and have those conversations and help, each other out, I guess.
The other thing that happened there is twice Val Sweeting yelled out, "What's the weight?" And they almost didn't get a chance to carve it at the end. That was within fractions.
Look at that.
Just hit and stay here. You can still get away with it.
Just normal. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Clean. Just clean. Yep.
Rachel Homan to the nose.
Yeah, it's deep enough in the house. You see rollouts here.
A lot.
It happens.
That should be pretty good. Normal? Okay. Shouldn't go nuts here.
Now, again, that old adage, or
question whether you play this, which everybody loves to do, the out turn, or in fact, do you want to play in turn into that stone?
I think it's just whatever you know. You know, the in-turn has actually been straightening up a bit, so I wouldn't love it as much as this. I think they know the out-turn a bit better.
Huge shot. The way this game's gone, like the team Homan hasn't had their A game, and it's a force here, and Homan have hammer and 8 if you don't make this.
9. Yep.
Final stone looking for a couple. Hit, stick right there. Nothing yet. You can say there now. Little clean and very nice. Well thrown. And it's a big 2 points. Einarson retakes the lead. Again, Homan must win. Weather is turning milder here in Saskatoon. We had a chilly day, but we're supposed to get above freezing for the weekend, our final weekend here at the curling trials. Let's update. We haven't heard from you for a while. Let's check in on Rock and Harrison.
Well, those stones that you see that are shot and the ones behind it are the draws that have been made. Jacqueline went in on her first. Kelsey followed her down. And so this now is a draw. Needs to get through the same port she went through to score.
Jacqueline Harrison and the team from the Dundas Valley Golf and Curling Club, that's west of Hamilton. Kelsey Rock, the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton.
Hey, you're fine to the line now.
Oh dear, and a night that you don't want to lose your draw weight.
I think she grabbed enough for the
just
4th
enough.
foot.
Yeah, she's only 64% tonight. 7-4, Rock leads it. This is how our production crew sees it, so you can see it at home. Our featured game is on sheet D here at the SaskTel Center.
A couple really nice hits by Carey. That was the skip's deuce effectively. Made that hit and roll and didn't leave a double. And then a nice hit and stick for her too.
So Rachel Homan does have the last rock here in 8 playing the Yellowstone.
Right around. Yep. How close? 7.
I kind of picked on Brianne Mayer, picking my keys that she was 11% worse than Joanne Courtney. 93%. Joanne Courtney 72.
9.
Great rebound in just in time when you really need it.
Yeah, she's just basically saying, Russ, take that.
That's right. That's right. She just keeps looking up here.
This one's for you.
Well, and then we were raving about Joanne coming in number 1 lead, and she's had a struggle this one.
This is a
We
little
did
less
this last
than
time
what I
and we
had.
didn't
So
do this
hack.
again.
Hack.
Okay. All right, Shannon, you got it.
Weight's good. Hard.
This probably curls until it gets to the 8 foot. This curls hard.
Whoa. Whoa. Yes. Yes. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Little up. Whoa.
Weight's good. Yeah, a little strong.
And there they are sitting 3. I wanted to make mention there have been 4 Briars here in Saskatoon. And one of them was 2004. And the winner was Mark Dacey.
That ran nice. Super gradual.
Okay, and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
this past weekend at the Halifax Convention Center,
We need a bit more.
Mark and his team were inducted into the Nova Scotia Sports Hall of Fame.
Nice. Oh, that's great.
So congratulations to Mark and the entire team. Bruce Lonis, Rob Harris, and Andrew Gibson. Congratulations. And we're here where you won it all.
Well deserved.
How could you forget that game? You got Marcel Rock sitting right there. He was on the losing end of that with the fabulous Furby team. And they had 2 rocks staggered at the top of the 8 foot. And I think Bruce went around it twice.
Yeah.
Bonus and got their 3.
And
That was unbelievable.
Yeah, because they were up 2, right? Got 3 to
2
win it.
coming home, got 3.
Funny, huh? How he can remember that, but he forgets his wallet.
That's
yes. Daily.
I think Hack on the nose.
These ends are so tough when you're 2 down because it's the 8th. You can't give up a steal. You probably lose.
That was light, eh?
But you have to be aggressive, and you don't have any guards to be aggressive with.
Oh, I like this call. So hack on the nose of the center line red. Try and run it straight back and split the reds.
But leave them in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Leave them behind the tee line. That's the hope.
Holy girl.
It's not going to leave it in, I don't
No,
think.
board's a bit much.
Hard, reach to the line. Go.
Center.
Go, go, go.
It's not bad.
Taps 1 through.
Yeah. Just a little hot. It was close.
I'm not sure I'd nose this because then it's tough to get that next yellow. Yeah, let's roll over there. That would get a nice red line there, and then you can get at that yellow one and kill it.
Like normal.
Yeah.
The 5 rock rolls really improved people's strategy because you have to deal with so many situations, so many rocks to play.
Well, I'm thinking so many shots ahead.
Trying to kick this over and stay buried.
Oh gosh, right up underneath.
Perfect.
Now you can kill that yellow one if you want to, Vic. Really good thought. They were going to nose it at one point.
And then how do you get it out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wonderful again. Just I marvel all the time at just what they throw, how they throw it, the correct weight just to make that kind of shot.
Little light. Close. 5. How's line? Yeah, line.
I think the other thing too the 5 rock has done, Russ, is a lot more patience where teams will ignore shot stone for a lot longer and kind of set up in the wings for their
like here.
Big score. Yeah.
Just little bit.
This was supposed to be a come around, was it not? Yikes.
Okay.
Got away with it.
What do they do?
Because they're lined up.
Yeah.
Do you dare guard it?
Yeah, probably like back 12.
Sitting 3, you might.
Yeah.
There's no triple.
Like she can hammer that on the nose.
Yeah, I'm wondering if make her chase that one.
She draws.
She draws there.
Freeze here again.
The 8's never going.
This one's never going.
Yeah,
the
my
one?
first thought was pick or draw. Yeah. This one of theirs is never going. No.
Right.
Yeah. What are you thinking, Carrie?
I thought either you come right here.
What are we thinking, ladies? Probably the pick or the draw. I don't know what the pick is.
I like the
for
pick.
us.
Like on the
I
number
think
1?
It's just asking to
Get rid of it?
and then get
Like
make
what
the
turn are
top
you
one.
thinking?
And then they go
Yeah.
here, and then
Yeah.
we're following them anyway.
Like I'd rather draw.
Like,
do we beat
do
them
we
to
ever
it?
just go right here?
I think that's what I like better.
I don't know if we have to come that deep, but I don't mind drawing. Like
we
even
have
right
to.
here is okay.
Because we don't want to ever sit here because
leave
then
it-
that leaves her that.
Okay. Pocket for the smash. Okay, what'd you get on hers?
Because this just enough, they make this.
Yeah, I just don't want them
14-4.
to be able to tap and create a bit of a wall, and then
Yeah.
we're struggling. That's
Yeah.
my only thought.
Either that
I like eliminating
or we
yellow.
come right here.
Right here. She's probably playing this, so I think we rip or we take away this draw. You like the rip, Heather?
Like the rip's not a gimme.
No,
Like it's very thin.
Yeah, I don't mind this. Like, I
Without
think
touching that 8.
we still sit 2, even if I touch the 8, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we rip. We're up
Think
2.
we rip?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fourth tier's fun. Fourth tier's great. So yeah, on carries we can make a decision on a field. I think.
Hey, Kathy, we have our first final of the night, and Tracy Fleury is just running along, isn't she?
Well, she is. And even tonight, you know, she was making doubles, she was making draws, she was making freezes. The whole repertoire is working really well for the entire team, and they ended today on a very good note.
And with that win, there it is. Tracy Fleury is through. and she will finish in first place. She gets the bye to Sunday's final. Congratulations.
Yes, pretty special for well
out of the
deserved.
East St. Paul Curling Club. Well done. Remarkable too when you think of that entire team in their first trials experience.
Oh, well done.
Picked it.
It is an interesting situation to my mind, Cheryl, that you actually, as they celebrate the Fleury team, that there are too many rocks in play for Einarson. Doesn't have last rock. Really couldn't find a place to put a fourth one.
Yeah, I didn't mind the guard.
No.
Sitting three. I might have looked at that guard, but the team seemed to be on the page of picking that top one.
You could end up
wrong.
with a yellow double here too after this rock lands. Like that.
There you go.
And then you're really happy that you called the timeout. Still got to make it, mind you.
They did not look night and day with your rock. Yeah, it was really heavy too. Yep.
I'm like,
Okay.
maybe nosing it already.
Yeah.
That's good. Should have a double, I think, eh? Or what are we playing here?
Interesting that both would be off on their draws. Miscue more so.
It was heavy board throughout the whole way. Sarah's in chroma path.
No, she made solid board. It just came down because I hit 3 rocks.
Thin half here, stay right on top. Rachel's gonna probably have to hit them. I don't think she can dare draw.
No, I would think not.
Close, yes. Hard! Yes, gotta keep it there. Gotta keep it there. Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa! Roll it! Roll it!
No, don't stagger them. Hey! Okay. That's okay.
Actually, it curled. I thought
That's
it
not bad.
pretty good.
Okay.
Looked
Yeah,
like she
feeling
threw it
might
great.
bust
It just
only 'cause
curled.
She took broom on the inside of the line instead of the outside.
Play it.
Similar?
All right, back to a must-win 2 for Jacqueline Harrison.
Well, and she's made a wonderful draw on her final stone. It is the shot stone and no way to move it over. And so Kelsey Rock ignoring it and just trying to get to the 4-foot.
I have to move it. Yeah. There's no other option.
Yeah, you're not going to be in the good stuff there.
Hard!
Really curling. You got it. Hard.
It'll slow down right here.
Line two. If we just batter
Go, go.
Oh dear.
Good sweeping.
And light it is. Steal of 1. Harrison's not done yet. Must win for the team from Dundas Valley.
What do you think here?
Well, I need board.
Would you draw?
Well, I think there's always that yellow-red run if you draw, but I wonder about playing yellow onto red, tap red behind the tee.
Yep, and save your shooter.
Yeah, and then they can't.
If we can't stick our shooter anyway, just play normal.
But the yellow-red run, that if you draw the button, yellow-red run's not a gimme for Einarson.
Just, no, I thought of the draw. It's just got to be so precise. Everything does at this point.
Should go a little straighter under.
Do you like playing the intern come around
I
and
do.
trying to tuck it in there?
Yeah. I'm not sure how you're going to save the shooter.
Oh, over curled on them.
She didn't have any ice.
Just guard? Right here? I think we just guard, hey? Yeah?
How does she get 2? Even if I'm in somewhere in that area. Pull out of the weight.
I just had seen lighter weight there. I hadn't seen that.
It will block that path
Yeah.
too, but it does, probably has a double and roll.
Guys like this?
Kind
My
of.
first thought was just straight guard our red there. Yeah.
That's pretty good. You choke off a bit of the draw path.
They don't have a double. Yeah, they'll just have a draw. Yeah.
I like the input that Brianne and Shannon have. I think it makes this team very strong when you've got, as we've talked about, 4 skips. They know the game. They don't get too involved until they need to, and then they've got really good feedback. And
yeah, they waited till they were asked, and they had the answer.
Yep. I love that.
Where would you go with this, though? Do you guard the red?
All right, where you want?
I think so.
If you don't throw this, how does Rachel get 2?
That's good guard speed. 15.
Could you make the double with hack weight and stay?
Possible.
Across the top?
I think you could.
So you probably have to guard it.
Cross center here.
Yep.
Touch the
Yeah,
line.
like hang it out a little on my side, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like that ice then?
I do.
Yep.
You'd hate to leave it and she makes it when you could have taken it away.
We'll see when our wilds come up.
Weight's nice. 3.
They need to get to the center line here.
2, 3. 3. Line only. Weight's nice.
There it goes.
Line's pretty good.
You can curl it.
2. Yeah, have to curl if you're 2.
Okay.
2, 3.
No, you're good. You're good.
Line's good, clean. Yep,
Whoa.
yep.
Oh, you're fine.
I just wanted to make sure she couldn't get it this way. For sure. Good. Nice carry.
It's good.
Well played, Dan.
Yeah, as soon as I saw her going like that. I haven't gone in a while, so you guys.
So Einarson with the advantage on Homan.
How are you throwing it?
Player numbers
Yeah.
are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Don't think I can hurt. He's running. Line's nice. Gotta go. Archer. Joe, do you want to take it at the hog? Go.
Yeah, Courtney, little clash of the brushes there as they make the switch. Courtney taking the stone.
Keep going.
Uh-oh. Keep it going. No. So the draw weight letting her down. Einarson stretches the lead to 4. Final stone for Kevin Cooey. Back and right off. Look at this. Yeah, it's good. With Reed Carruthers.
Gotta be close.
Look at that. Oh, he's going to spill it. Is it going to go? McEwen stays with it. Angling it back. It's close. Got it. Have they missed anything at all so far?
No.
Hit by the guard. Oh, just does.
Get going on that thing. Get going. Going.
Look at that. Wait. Look at that.
Hard, Early. Hard beat. Come on. Room.
Oh, golly.
Unbelievable.
Have you got this?
Yeah, hard.
Hudson on it. Now you're going to angle it back. What do you got? Bang! Takes it out.
Fantastic.
Just brilliant.
Here they go. Look at Ebert. Head down. Never looking. Little more. Got to get full 4 again. There it is.
Wow.
So now Mike McEwen turns his attention to Brad Jacobs and Brian. Kathy, we'll have it for you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. The men will play 2 draws tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow night to wrap things up, McEwen Jacobs tomorrow on the final day of round-robin play from the curling trials here in Saskatoon. Now that was a tough draw for Rachel Homan. Comes up light, gives up the steal of 2, and so now trailing. In a must-win situation, we go to 9, and once again, Homan does have the last rock. She's down by 4, playing the Yellowstones.
Okay, crossing center will be coming down a little bit now. Just right through that 13.5.
Yeah, and I think that is a bit what caught Rachel. Is it's getting to that time. The building is warm. There's a lot of people in here. The slide path starts to come down a bit, and you're throwing into it. She usually gets away with that because she has rotation, so it'll kind of glide through that a bit better. But Not that one.
And she did in the hack say, is it coming down a little bit? And they said yes, but they probably could have been a little more specific when you think about it. It looked good at the hog line, and then once it made that curl, they just couldn't drag it.
Tough on the brushers, too.
Tiny tap. Yep. Okay, good. Great shot. Sorry, Brian. That's okay. I thought it was coming up too. Forward. Yeah. Okay. Forward.
I like the intensity out of Einarson here. You got a bit of a gift there. You're thinking you're 1 up, and you're into a dogfight. Now you're 4 up, and they're really bearing down here.
Yep. Hack. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Clean. Yes. 11. Hard. Hard.
Miss Cute, Courtney. Well done.
Very nice.
And underneath they go.
Go.
Oh.
Nice, sweet. Probably hack.
Oh, push it to the back of the 12.
Okay. You got it.
You can grab a 3 here in a hurry because one of the
Good sweep,
reasons is the other team doesn't mind. They don't want to give up 4 or 5 or something, so they'll do pick away here, and you should get your 2 for sure. You play a good end, get a half miss somewhere.
Clean. Very good. Good. Nice. I don't know if I can make that with this rock. Just here, they're all gone.
We can tap it a little, but I don't think we can roll the whole way. Like, we can't see very much.
I think we guard again. Like, guard it? Do we ever throw a guard up again?
To freeze the other one? Yeah, or that freeze.
What do you think her point is here, Cheryl? Sarah, with this rock, she said, I don't think I can make this.
Yeah, she thinks it's a straighter one, and she can't see very much of it. So, I actually,
I don't think it's there.
Okay.
I don't mind the freeze on that back one over here, and just give it a little bit of time, set up, get them looking at a couple. This is tough. Like, I can see them skinnying by on the intern and out of the rings, and you don't want to do that. So this gives you a better opportunity.
You could have guarded it too, because if they peel a guard, then you've got a split up there too.
Yeah, guard's not bad either.
I think we're there. No tap. Line's good. Oh, no tap in this line. Yep. Whoa. Easy. Line's good. Wait, don't tap at all. Curl.
Curl him. Curl.
Oh, well done.
I love that.
Thanks, Sarah.
Great shot. The other thing you can do, Russ, if these all go, what about splitting that top yellow one on, opening it up so you get that yellow-red run?
Then you got the run. You're right. And then you got the run. You got some separation.
Don't mind that.
Yep. Hard. Clean. Yep. Spill them off. Beauty. Great job. Good job. Thanks. Good. How much? 11.
This is very tough.
I think I'd play that split.
Yeah.
Roll your shooter onto the rings, play it with the intern.
Yep. Then the raise is easy.
Yep.
They'll probably leave a double somewhere, but
11, 10.
Question, though, always in these situations is when to do it.
Yeah, it is. Because the problem is you do it too soon, and you do, to Russ's point, leave a double, and the end goes away on you.
Whoa. Yep.
It's close.
Oh.
Okay. It's not bad. Fine.
Oh, it's great that they hung around.
Yes.
No.
Now they can get the red one next time.
They almost played my shot without calling it. Just about cut the top one.
That would have been a better miss, right?
Yeah, than the second one.
Yeah, it'll also be in the way, but I guess they have played that 3 times.
Normal.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to hang around here.
Normal. 9-5. 9, I thought. 9-5. Clean. Yep.
Mayer.
Hard.
And we'll sit right there.
That's
Thanks, pair.
Didn't have to.
I'm not sure I'd want to be sitting back there.
No.
Good pair.
They froze to the last one.
I think she's thinking so they kill this one. What would you rather?
That's fine. I think I need a bit more weight to bump it out, though.
Yep. Same ice then?
Hack?
Yep.
Okay.
So close on the. So close on the last one.
Hard! Hard, Sarah!
Hard. Hold.
You're gonna get your split.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. All the way over hard now.
Needed it thinner.
That would have been such a great shot.
Hit and roll over. Sorry, I felt like I couldn't. Like it was just going. Yeah, soft spot.
Yeah, just roll for
with a normal. You could even roll into that one too.
Okay. You got it.
Normal.
Yeah. Just roll to the middle, or?
Yeah.
All right, you got it. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes you don't want to if you're Einarson. Keep your shooter around. It almost helps them, but it's not too bad. It'll be above the tee line. And you're not leaving a pocket to freeze into, and it's getting late.
9.
Yep.
Hard.
Really hard.
Gotta go.
Really hard.
Hard.
Gotta keep it there. Gotta keep it there. Yes, Shannon, have to go. Have to go.
Gotta go. Shannon Burchett, gotta go. Well done.
Had a girl. Good care.
That doesn't hurt them.
A little careful with it. Okay, Care. It's okay, Carrie.
Double on the shot rocks, so.
Yeah.
All right.
Just a little careful with it. Good sweeping.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Shoot. Sorry, Ross.
Nice.
A little
Sorry.
tight.
Yeah, no, but where she rolled, she's got that yellow she can hit.
Breathing to that?
I think so. Just maybe a little tap.
Okay, so proportional.
Yeah.
Just tap this back.
Okay.
Slide 2 and 3. Okay. Tap it back like a rock, Rachel? Yeah.
Okay.
That line's important.
Okay. What are you thinking for weight here?
Well, sometimes this runs quick.
I don't think it will.
You don't think it will?
I haven't seen anything running
Okay.
quick.
A couple more feet than my last
Yeah,
one.
proportional to your
Can you
last.
scrub that?
Freeze
That
into the
is-
back one?
Yeah, I think they're going to try and tap it so it's
Third
their
shot.
yellow is third. Their top yellow is third.
8. Need 9. Good. 9. How's line?
Line's
Room.
good.
Curl.
9,
Go.
8. Straight.
Cross center, guys. Cross center.
Line's good.
10.
Small tap. Line.
Need to tap it.
Hard line.
Gotta tap it.
Starting to curl.
Push hard, Joe. Hard. Tap it.
Good.
Pretty good. Good shot.
Sweet.
They did it. Surprised that actually
I feel
curled
like
on
there
her.
was like a bumper.
Bump? Yeah. You got it.
Hit and stay.
Go
I
away.
don't see a double. Surprised Rachel didn't hit the shot rock and roll buried.
It's like bump.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because it's
Sure.
almost too late to
Well, yeah, because
sit.
you hit and stay here. How do you?
Yeah. No, you don't. If she'd stayed right on the nose of red,
Yeah, that would have helped.
that would have unfortunately over curled on her.
Final stone for Einarson here in the ninth.
10. 10. 10. Whoa. Brianne.
Wait
Brianne.
up.
Brianne.
Mayer saying that waits up, and they'll push it through.
Okay.
And they'll hold the shooter to.
Wanted to hit it dead on though, Vic. And
That's okay. Okay.
sit the 2.
No worries.
Gives Homan that chance for a couple.
That's a huge difference.
All right, let's quickly go. Laura Walker, McCarville, as they play in 9.
I like
Kristen made a really good double on her first. And Laura Walker rolled out on her final. So trying to bring the biter in play for 3. Needs to get by the front stone, get to the back, but not lose the shooter.
Ashley Sippola, Sarah Potts on the brush. Get it by. No, they will not.
1.
And 1 it is. McCarville will have to settle for 1. Final stone on the way now. Rachel Homan. And it is over for Walker McCarville. McCarville will end up at 4 and 4. 3 and 4 for Walker. And that will be for 2 for Homan. So Homan closes the gap, but it's that all-important last rock coming home. And it belongs to Kerri Einarson. So Laura Walker with the win is now 3 and 4. Still alive, will need some help. McCarville finishes round robin at 4 and 4 here in Saskatoon.
That's all I say. Touchy spot, so careful.
Touchy spot. Listen to Sweeting, get it by. Oh, they got by again. Oh, what a wonderful shot, Kerri Einarson.
The middle's getting a wee bit soft.
Paint anywhere in the paint.
You're fine.
Oh gosh.
There you go. It's slowing down.
Yeah. Final stone. Picked up right away. Really right away. Staying with it. Got to get it by that guard. Oh no, they don't. Ontario with a steal of 2. Final stone for Ontario. Needs to be the shot rock. A little bit of guess on the weight here. It has to stop. It has to be the shot rock. It has to be the shot rock. And it will go too far. And it will be a 2nd straight Canadian championship for Kerri Einarson. And here they are after 2 straight Canadian finals, meeting in this all-important game on this Thursday night with Homan in a must-win, but trailing by 2 as we go to 10. And Einarson does have the last rock, playing the Red Stones.
Curl. Distance. Can't hurt it. Can't hurt it. Okay, well, up here's fine.
Anything can happen. 2 up without hammer.
Just finish.
Kerri gave up a steal of 2.
Okay.
We just watched Rachel lose there. I would like to see somebody draw against 2 or 3. If I'm Homan in this case.
Okay. Yep. Just the one.
I'm sure Kerri would like to have a nice normal weight hit.
Yes, she would.
All right, Sharon, like you can, buddy.
Just checking over her shoulders, watching for any jam possibility.
Like to get this center open up.
Gotta go.
Mayer. And we'll drive it by that closest stone and then roll that shooter over it. Still, it's covering the 12.
Well, and they wanted that. They're trying to get those over as far as they can because they need a draw path and it gets in the way. And there's no out-turn draw path to the 4-foot right now.
Sarah Wilkes.
Come on, not a hair more. Easy early. Less you have to. Line's good. Just want to make sure. Line. Curl. Tracking. Curl. Curl. Right to center. Gotta go. Keep going, Joe. Yeah, a little more. Touch center.
There is no lack of effort from that brusher. Holy.
Unbelievable.
Sorry? I didn't know if it was enough on extension. Those are completely mismatched. Those are just not a pair.
No. Good sweeping.
Even in the inner stuff,
as
it
mentioned.
went fine.
Yep. Clean. Clean.
Shannon Burchard.
Good shot, Shannon. Good.
coming in now, are they?
Yes.
It's time.
If you're over, whoa.
Oh, no,
No,
they're
they're
throwing
going
another
one more.
long
Wow.
one. Yeah.
Line's okay.
You gotta, I mean, they have to. They need 2 here.
Well, this isn't wrong, but oh boy.
Oh,
This is wrong. Get across.
They got it.
All of it across, and then just.
Good shot.
Yeah, I might have considered coming in on that one.
I
but
think so too.
we've got-
They got it in a great spot though.
Down here, eh?
We've seen that puzzled, scrunched look really from day one, last Saturday.
Yeah, they have not looked comfortable here at all, Vic. Just that first loss seemed to set them back, and they never really
It's close.
loved it.
1, 2. Oh,
where's it
get
going
that
though?
one, 2.
Will it make it?
Go, Carrie. Go, 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 go.
And one more turn. Another one, another one, another one. Yes, enough to get out the back.
Now that's a nice shot. Val, well done.
Boy, that stays in the paint. They go around the center.
Oh, and they can't sweep it yet either. They're waiting.
Go, Carrie. Go, 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 go. Right up there. Right up there. Go. Line.
Courtney.
Right, two.
Wilkes.
Just Joe. You're all there. Oh, oh, let it stop. No, no.
Really nice, Sam.
Good shot. Good shot. Exactly. Caught something? Yeah.
Can only kill the one here.
Yep, yep, yep. Hard. Yep, hard.
Called on very quickly.
Clean, clean, clean. Oh, easy. Yep. Clean. Oh, yep, 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 yep.
And one they'll get. And they'll get rid of one on the side and actually pick up a little room, too.
Yeah,
did.
Nice foul. By the way.
So the game really decided in the 7th, 2, and then Homan's light draw steal 2. So there's your difference. And Rachel Homan continues to fight the curling demons. The game story is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Imagine if Val's spinner there stuck in the ring.
Oh, yeah.
Rachel sinks this one. Then you got a decision to make. You hit the back one, Rachel sinks another one. You got 2 buried in the forefoot.
Girl. Oh, you got right over. Girl.
That was a heck of a shot.
Keep going. Keep going. Go, 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 go.
And around they go, and they'll grab the top of the 4. Now are you running back, or are you just feeling it away?
Yeah, no, you can run it back.
Okay.
It'll be just make sure you hit it high side, but if you can make it go away.
You wouldn't want to stuff it.
No, that would be, so they'll be pretty careful on the.
You got it. Just rip it.
Oh, they're just going to rip it.
Yeah.
It's too much risk at running it. So where does Rachel hide?
Where do you want to go?
Nowhere.
I think she's probably going to throw a similar shot.
Go edge
Fine.
rock if
Good
you
to
want.
me. You got it, Kara. Clean. Clean. Yep. Clean. Yep. 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 Clean. Clean. Nice throw. Good toss.
And away it
By the
goes.
way. Now, there we go. Way to make it. Nice throw, Kara. Good. Way to just make it there. Time out. Nice toss. Right.
Just a beauty by Val to get everything out of there.
Because it was looking pretty messy up front there. They had the out turn come around.
We can split it and move it. I like that. Okay. Give her something different like that. Yeah. Here? Like, I think middle of 8. Back 8? Yeah, sure.
So it's going to have to look like an 11.
11 up in this
Yeah.
line, probably. Nice release. Okay.
final stone for Rachel Homan here in Canada. Where's she going?
She's actually going to split them around. Try to get the rock in a different spot.
Wow.
It's already, I'm just trying to, can I make it curl? Curl.
It's a pretty big weight.
You got to slow down.
Watch out now. This is going to have to hang around here. And it will. So she's got top and back 4. Just make something go away. Don't you think that was a little odd?
There's not much you can do. I don't. They looked at splitting center line.
Yeah.
And trying to show her a little bit of each.
I mean, up by 2 and having just make one go away. So there you go.
Yeah, it's just.
You can't jam this, can you?
No.
No? Okay.
Okay. All right, you got it. Right up the stick.
Pretty good hip percentage.
Go.
Clean, 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 clean. Yep.
You've got that 2-point cushion. And she'll give one away, but doesn't matter. Homan will get the single, but it goes into the book as a 7-6 win. Einarson, who now improves her record to 4-3, and Rachel Homan falls to 2-5, and with that, she is out of contention. Carrie Einarson will have a chance tomorrow to advance.
Hey, Matt. Hey, Jackson.
And Rachel Homan loses her chance to get back for a second straight Olympics.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Curling Trials are brought to you in part by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By Scotties Facial Tissue, unleash the Scotties. By Home Hardware, here's how. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
And our last final, Kathy, is a win by Rock over Harrison.
Well, and I think Jacqueline just feeling a little bit of pressure, and Kelsey Rock playing very free.
And you think about Harrison. First day, who does she beat? Homan. Would it be a different story? Then a couple of days later, who does she beat? Einarson. So she's knocked off a couple of the biggies. So here we go. Tracy Fleury, we know, first place by Sunday's final. Jones right now 5-2. Einarson at 4-3. And her last game will be against Kelsey Rock. A win, and Einarson is through, and there would be your 3 playoff teams. So it's all in her hands. Coming up tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow morning, however, Kathy and Brian will have Mike McEwen, Brad Jacobs. When they join you again, the men will play twice tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And just getting ready to throw some stones, practice a little bit before that matchup with McEwen tomorrow. Again, Kathy and Brian will have it for you at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So Tracy Fleury is through. Jennifer Jones. We await now the third place team. Will it be Einarson? Will it be Einarson? Will Jones fall back? We're not quite sure. We only know one right now at the moment, and that's Fleury. And it's all here on Canada's Sports Leader, TSN.